Welcome back, everyone. Let us continue our blog. So the last time we ended at, I have my server running, by the way. Last time we ended at the creating of the user profile, and we were looking at how to render the images and then do the editing of the user profile. So let's get right into that one. That one is inside account. For the index, it should be inside base views.py. Here, where we are rendering to the home page, the index.html, we can check. So if request, we are rendering the image. So request.user is authenticated. Then let's indent all of these. We want to also get the user's profile. The image is attached to the profile, so I think it should be easier to get it there. So profile should be equal to user profile dot object dot get, and the person should be equal to request.user. So request.user. But we have to import this. When I hover my mouse over it, it tells me that it's from account.models. Yes, that's where it is coming from. So that it is imported at the top. But I can also type it directly like this, which will also work. And now, apart from post, let's also pass in the profile. And inside index.html, here, let me close the sidebar. So this is our nav. We are inside it. We are looking for the profile drop down. That is where the image is being rendered here. We will declare a conditional tag if profile.avatar, because that's the image field name. Then we don't want all of this. So then the source will be profile.avatar.url. Else, and then let's even end if straight away. But this one, the alternative will be maybe profile picture, user profile picture, a better one. And then we want to also copy all of these, put it inside the else, and then here will be a static one. So let's see, inside our base, okay, let's make reference to it in the default static. I think we have it in the user, or we don't have it. So get into the media, and then the profile photos, copy this user, and then let's create inside base a new folder called static, and then paste it in. The same folder, let's copy it and then paste it inside account. We need another one also in account. Okay, I think account already has it, so that's fine. Because when we get to the profile page, we also be making reference to the same static image. And so here I can say, make sure that I'm in the else, yes, here. And then the name of the file, which is user.jpg. Okay. So let's refresh and see that the thing has changed, because I'm the one logged in. My image is up there. So if I should log out or sign out, view.home. Oh, sorry. We have to complete it. You have to complete the page. So there should be an else statement. But that one, let's copy from post up to this place and paste it. So if the user is not authenticated, then the profile, we don't even need it. So that is it. Let's save it. Try to refresh. Okay. Now it's okay. So we can log in. Let me authenticate now as Paul Mills. And log in. You see that Paul Mills' picture is displayed up there. So now let's work on it at the profile side. The profile, that one we have to go into not this views.py, but the one inside account. So inside accounts, views.py, where we are rendering to the user profile. Which one is up here? Okay. Where we are rendering to the user profile. That one we even already have the profile, so we just go straight into the template and see what we have to do there. Yes, at this profile drop down, which is around line 47, 48, 49, it just delete everything inside here. The same if condition. So I think it should be the same as the nav bar, the default nav. Let me just copy it and paste it inside the img like this. But the profile, okay, let's check it out. If there's anything, we'll come and do it. Okay, it works. It's up here. It works. So that is good. That is good. But let's see if we come to the home page and then visit carry mount. You see that one too has changed. Carry mount's picture is over there. Now let's work on it in the. I think we even forgot to work on it in the mobile nav for the index.html. So let's just scroll down. And then mobile navigation, there should be a place where, yes, if user dot is authenticated. This place, please just replace this one also, so that it will also work for the mobile version. Okay. So let's go to the home page and test it out. Okay, now that one too is working. But there's another thing I realized. You see, the user's name is not the one which is being rendered here. I think we fixed this thing now. So no problem. We can go like user dot first name, first underscore name, and then it should be in double, and then we leave a space, paste user last underscore name. So last underscore name, that one should be there. Let's see. Refresh. Okay, Paul Mills is there. So let's work on the email address also. So that one too should be user dot email. Refresh. And then the email is also there. So let's now work on, okay, the one we did was on the profile. So let's now work on how to show the image also here in the profile instead of the default image that is there. So we can, let's leave the index for now. It's a file that we mostly reference. So inside the profile, we can scroll up because we are not working now in the nav bar. So we can collapse the nav bar. And then where you see person's profile, you see after member information here, then there's the image. So the member information and then the image. Delete the default source in the image tag. And then I think we can go ahead and then paste it, but I will not paste it in here because the class names are different. So let me paste it. Okay, let's just write it from scratch. So I don't have it. I have to now visit my clipboard. But it will not be so difficult or so much to write. So if profile dot avatar, then we declare our else. So else let me bring it down, and if. So if profile.avatar, then what we want to do is in here will be profile.avatar.url, and then we can say user profile picture. But if that is not the case, then we want to I was trying to paste it. Okay. We want to render the static image inside the static folder. So that one will link to a static. And then the name is user.jpt. And then we can say default profile picture. Okay. What is the actual? This is the default. So let's see. We render, then you see that it has shown. Let's go, but we know that it will work for all users. That's one we are confident. So let's see code base, and then it shows. So now we have also been able to successfully render the image over there. We'll come back to the, okay, then let's implement the edit profile so that we know that we are done with the profile page. Okay, we will not be done still because you have to do this once. So let's do the home page stuff, and then we move on to the next pages. I think for the left side, we don't have so much to do. Oh, I forgot to tell you that I've rendered 4 posts. I've created 4 posts before this video. And then all of them, 2 for carry mounts and 2 for power mails. But I think it is great if we now can read the post itself, like go to the post page. Before we will be able to read the post URL, we want to structure in such a way that there will be a slug in there, and then combined with the user's ID. But when we were creating the model, if we come to base and then models.py, you see that our post has no slug field. So please let's add that one, and then before we do the go to the rendering of the post to its respective page. So we can add it anywhere, but I prefer probably after the title. You can just say slug equal to models.slug field. And in here, we want to make it default or unique for the created date, so that in case there are more than one post with the same title, because we're creating the slug from the title. So if there are more than one post with the same title, there will not be any conflicts. The maximum length should be 250. Of course, you can choose any number, but I want to just allow it for longer titles. And then we can say unique for dates, and then the date field here will be created. This created field here is what we are referring to. But because we are now adding it, we have to allow the null. So you can say null or equal to true. Let's make the blank also equal to true, so that for the post that we have already created that don't have slug in there, there will not be so much of a conflict. Okay, and then let's save it. But you also have to come into the admin.py. Let me try and close out every folder we are not using. Inside admin.py, you have to now register this post differently. So the two up here, but the post will modify it small. You can just say class admin.status register post. But let's make this one into a decorator. So at admin.start.register post. Then class can just say post admin. It will inherit from admin.model admin. Yeah. Inside here is where we can define our, so we can say pre-populated fields. That means the slug will be created automatically, and like it will use data from the title to automatically create the slug. So that is a nice feature we can implement. And then we can say that one equal to slug. So inside key value pair, we can tag the slug in here, which is the exact name of the field we gave here. So the name should be the same. If you use a different name here, make sure you use that one here. And then its value is also a tuple. And then in here, we pass the field that we want to use for the pre-population. So we want the title to be used for the slug, but we have to pass a comma here. This is also all that we have to do here at this side, but we have to now break out of our server. I think it's already broken out. And then, why is it saying non-object is not callable? Let me try running the server again if you have the same problem. Post admin non-type object is not callable. Okay, this should be admin.register post. Sorry, admin.register post. But it's still saying that it's not callable. Oh, I haven't saved this. I think that's the reason. Let me. Oh, it's just because I did not save it, but it's admin.register. Why did I forget to save? Okay, most of the times I code it for Python specific. I code in PyCharm. So sometimes I think VS Code is also auto-save. But I don't really recommend, there's auto-save here that I can use, but I don't really recommend it for Django because sometimes you are making some massive change. You don't want the server to be breaking and for you to be running it again and again. So you just finish it before you click on it. You save it. But it's all good. So now this one will work. Let's break out of our server. We have to make some migrations because we have added a new field. So okay, everything is working. But the disadvantage is that okay, code base. The disadvantage is that this one still don't have it. Even though when we come to post, when we try to add a new post, you see that the slug will be there. So if I start typing in here, hello world, you see that the slug field is automatically filling up. And that is why what we told it to do exactly. So is there any way to cancel out of this? Let me go back. Okay. But these ones don't have it, even though the slug field is there. So what we can do is to double click the title like this. It will automatically fill it in, and then you save it. So I'll be doing that for all of them, then I'll get back to you shortly. Okay, so all is done for it. We can now come back. And inside our models.py of the post, we want to declare a method that will get us the URL of the post. It will be helpful. There's a way I can show you how to do it without the method itself. But along the line, we still have to change it back to what I'm about to show you now. So let's do it this way. This one will help us get the particular post. It will be easier for us when we are sharing the post by email. So let's just define and we get absolute URL. and then passing self. Here, let's see we are inside post urls.py file. Okay, we have not created it yet, but let's create a path for showing or viewing a blog, which will take in. So when we say read post, read underscore post, but it will take in two. So the first one being string of the a string, and then that one will be the ID. So ID, and then the next one will be the flag of the post. We want that one also. So that one too should be a string flag. Okay. Should be views.read post. Okay, and the name will also be read post. Yeah. Looks good. Okay. So here we can now make reference to this URL by name and then passing get the URL for that. It's quite simple. All that we have to do is return reverse, which we can hover over and import from Django.url. So where we are importing Django.url, you can also type it here manually and it will work. Where are we? Where were we? Okay, reverse. And then the name of the URL we are targeting is called read post. And then the arguments that we have to pass in to the args. For the args, we have a string. Let's make it a string to be safe, of the post ID. I think it's already UUID is already a string. I think so, but let's just pass it as a string to be safe. And then we need the self.flag. Oh, okay, it should be self.id here. .id. And then self.flag. So automatically it will get this one. When we call this, it will get us the URL of the post and make it so easy for us. So now that we are done, we can close out of the models. URL also for now. Profile, yes for now. And then come inside views. We need a function also for the reading of the post. So let's define, we called it read post, don't forget. And then request as always. Here we have to get post, but we have to pass in two things. The ID we also need a flag. So post equal to post dot object dot get. We want to get a specific one whose ID equals ID, and then the flag also equals the flag. So this one will get a post for us, and then we can now render it onto the read post page. So return render request. What is the name of the template? We should be inside base, yes. I think it's the post. I think so. Yeah, it's the post.html. So the name of the template is post.html, and then our context dictionary will be post and then post. Okay, so now inside the post.html, we'll work on the navbar. But for now, let's render the post. Let's collapse the navbar and then see post details. Here will be post the title. If I can spell title, and then we can just copy this to speed up. And then no, we are not changing it here. Post author, where you see the John Doe is the post dot author. And then this place is post.created, but you will not treat it like the one on the home page where I just simplified it. This one, I want everything to show, the time that it was created to show. For the comments, you have not done it still, so we leave it for now. And then you just copy everything that is in this paragraph for the post detail and then delete it. And then we are looking for post.body. For the comments, you have not gotten to it, so we leave it for now. So let's just save it. And then now inside the index.html where we are rendering the post, we have to connect the link that will send us to the post page. Should be down there, the continue reading. So this one will be a URL taking us to read post, and we have to pass in two things. So post.id and then post.flag. This should do. Let's come back, refresh our page, and then click on the first one. You see that it's working, but we have not configured a static file, so it will not show well. I think this thing we can actually use template inheritance to do this apart from. Yeah, I think I should have done that. I should have done that in the beginning for all the pages, because at least I think this top side is almost the same for all of them. I don't know whether we're using JavaScript in that page, but let's just copy that one too. So inside the post page, okay. Now a hot reload and everything counts nicely. So you see that it's the same post we clicked on. If you go back and we click on maybe the benefits of meditation, see that it comes here, the benefits of meditation. And so now we can read the post and choose to share and all that. But you can see that I think these things, there are paragraphs in there, but they are all coming together like one body. Let's try and fix that one. Oh, let me fix that one before this one post, the one that goes to a home page. This navbar will be similar to one of them over there, so I think we can actually should be similar to the one on the home page, exactly the same as it. So just collapse the navbar, delete everything from it, come to index, scroll to the top, collapse the navbar here, copy everything, come to post, and then paste it. Yes, so that if the user is logged in and all that, they will be able to visit their profile and everything. And they'll be able to create posts also. So that will be all. Now let's work on this part, the one that should show the stuff. Inside post.html, let's go up and then collapse our navbar. Where we are rendering the post.body, we can pass this filter called line breaks. Line breaks, yes. And then now when we hot reload, you see that it breaks them down, so all the paragraphs are now showing as we inserted them into the database. So why is it not going to the home page? The very reason we imported the navbar. Okay, the navbar, the home page, just goes to that same place, so there was no need to add it. So URL home. Now it takes us back to the home page. So now we have been able to successfully render. You see the URL at the top here. It says read post followed by the ID, that's the UUID, and then the flag of the post. So be able to successfully read the post. Now let's work on how to search for posts. Close out of this post.html for now. Inside base, the base app views.py, that is where we search for the post. But all those functions will be written inside the home view also. When you look at index.html, where is this section? No, let's collapse this section. The right side where you see search bar. Let's this one, the method should be get. I think so. The method should be get. Yeah, we are not really posting, so get. And the name, yes, the name of the field, the input field is called skill. So that is what we have to get here. So if request.user is authenticated, so we can also check it from here. Maybe you can say filter query equal to request.get get, and I want to get the value of kill. Sorry, but it's not always that we'll be rendering the home page and be searching. So this one like this, if I choose to render like this, I'm not actually submitting anything. So we have to just say if request.get is not none, so we can just do that one to be safe. So if request.get kill is not equal to none, else make it an empty string. Okay, so if we have the filter query, then we can use that one to also filter the post. But this is where we make our search engine very powerful. Let me type it here. Let me give some comments as much as I can. So here will be the search engine, which will be post equal to then post dot object. No, the big post. So post dot object dot filter, and this is where we create some complex filters. So let's import one very useful thing that will help us. So from Django dot model, not dot, here's not dot models dot db database dot models. We want to import kill, and here we can just pass that kill, and then that means we want to give some query inside it. So kill, and then title, that's the post title, underscore. Please take note, it's a double underscore, and then I contains, which stands for insensitive contains. So you can use contains, which will be an exact match. So if one is capitalized, it should also be capitalized before it fishes it out. But the insensitive contains, even if it is not capitalized, whatever the case is, it will try and bring it out. So that one, if that one equal to filter query, and then we can add another one by just adding a pipe here, the pipe symbol. So I'll bring it to the next line. And then here we also want to search by the author. So author also insensitive contains. The next one we want to search by is the category. Category. I think if we add the body to make it because yeah, I don't feel very good adding that, but you can add it and see. Oh no, you can add it and see. So you can say body underscore I contains, and then you check that one out. But we have to also comment this post out because you don't need it. The reason being that if this one is empty, because I said if it gets it, fine. But if it doesn't get it, it should pass an empty string. And so the empty string will go in, and then the engine will return all posts. So we have to create the same search engine for our else this page also. And then comment out this post also. Let's come back, refresh. It says unsupported lookup. The foreign key I think that one should be that of the author. Let me see. I think so. Let's go back and then fix it. Okay. We'll be searching by the author's username. So this place we have to add another thing. So author __ username, another __ icon things, because we are not searching if you say the author, it is the whole user model that we are referring to, but we cannot just search. It doesn't even, I don't know how to put it, but we cannot search by the user model. You have to search by a particular field in the user model. So user name. So you can, in this manner, also add the user's first name, last name, no matter how complex you want it to do. But if it's a foreign key, make sure you add a particular field you are interested in. That's the second field after here. So let's save it. Come back to Galaxy, and then now nothing happens. So let's just search by carry. We want all the posts from carry mount so that the two posts written by her shows up. Let me see, by code base, and then my 4 posts also show up here. So we know that mails' own will also work. So p mails, that one too also work. I even let me type MILNC. And then even if I didn't type it in full, it automatically knows that it has to fetch that one. That is how powerful the search engine is. And so let me now clear this query and then try to search by post title. So benefits, or let me say I want to search for something about meditation. But let me just type medi, and then you see that it automatically fetches it out for me like this. Let me also say I want to search for anything that says the word tech. So I can also press enter, and then you see that all the things that has to do with the tech, they popped up here. This one doesn't have a tech in the title, but it has tech as a category. That is why it is showing up. But this one has a tech in the title. It also has tech in the title. This one is also showing up because the category also contains tech. So I think that will be for our search engine. Let us move on to filtering of the post by categories. So that one, we also have to come here. In place of this, let me put the category. So let's call it existing categories. Category dot objects dot all. Of course, we have to import this category model from dot models import category. But what we have to do is no, we are not even importing or we are. Do we actually need all? Okay, we need all of them because we'll create another view to view the post by categories, but for this homepage we need it. So let me just put it down. But I think that one can be at the top level because, or let's just be safe, copy this one, paste it here also in place of this. Because instead of this default one that is I want to render from the database straight, that is what we'll be using. So oh, Now we have to bring it down by 1 also. Here we are in the home, and then we pass the existing categories. Why we rendering post twice? Okay, we also pass the existing categories here. Give some comments here. Read post. Home page. Okay. And then inside the index.html, we render the categories like this. Let me do Control F, categories. Okay, takes us to the categories section. And then CSS filter by categories. I want the place where the categories show. So here, can get rid of this. And then let me collapse all the anchor tags. No, I can do so by closing the divs rather. This div also, because I had coded the categories inside. So what I can do is to delete all of them with the exception of one. Let's expand it. It has another one in there. Okay, let me delete that one also. And as well, we left with just one. And we can now pass in here like this. So there will be a for loop. We have to get the URL, but we get it also. So let's just declare the for loop. So for category in existing categories, then we can end for here. Okay, so this one should render all the categories from okay, all of them are being rendered, but I think because of the way they are plenty, you see, it's not really giving a good visual impression. So where the categories, the actual categories menu, where is it? Here. Let's add a few classes here and see. Maybe W-4. So that should be 4. And then let's add it some grid columns. So ideally it will be grid column of 3. So grid columns of 3. Yeah, let's see. So well, it didn't work that way. Okay, so I have the fix now. It's here before the for category in existing categories. Just have to tell that it's to be a grid, but by default that's on a small screen. It should be grid columns of 2, and then when you reach the medium breakpoint, it should be grid columns of 3. It's okay, it's fine if you don't understand Tailwind CSS, but you just type it in like this and then it will work. So let's come back, fresh, and then now see that everything is now nice. So now let's work on the URL so that when we click on it, it will render only posts that are in that category. That one we will come to view. Let me preferably create it at the top before the home. So we can call that one post category. So define post categories. And here we want to get a particular post by its category, so we have to get a category here. And then posts. This one should be very similar to something like this, because it's the same page that we'll be rendering to. So let's just copy it and then paste it here. Of course, we will not be filtering by all of these, and we'll only be filtering by the category. Fix the indentation here. Okay, we will also the profile. I'm not so sure about the profile for now. Let's delete it. If it's necessary, we'll bring it back. And then the existing categories, we need the existing categories also. We need a post also. So let's now go ahead and create a URL for it inside base.urls.py file. That is where we are. So you can just say post, and then it will be string of category. We don't need a flag. And then we can just say post underscore categories. I think that's the name of the function too, so we just put it there. And then we can, inside our index.html, we have to save this file first. Inside our index.html, where we're rendering the categories, where is it? Yes. Here we pass the URL to the one that we just created. So URL. And then we need a post. No, this one will be category. Yeah. This one, we're not getting the category from any post, it's from the for loop variable here. So this one should work for us. Let's come back, refresh. Let's say we want all the posts in technology and science. We click on it and then you see that it comes in here for technology and science. So, excuse me. Environment, this one comes. Adventure doesn't have some. Health and wellness doesn't have some. Oh, it has some. Lifestyle. I think my categories are just too many. Yeah, but there is this powerful feature also in Django that if the post is empty, we can actually render something there. So where we are rendering the post, for the post in post here, before the N4 we can just say empty. That is, if it is empty, what should it render? We can create some H1. Let me give it a class of emerald 500. If you don't understand tailwinds CSS, that's fine. Just be typing along. Everything will come out. Okay, so font bold, and then text. 2 Excels to do for now, or let me make it 4 Excel, which will say that there are no posts. No posts in this category. Let me wrap it. Category. Okay. Let's save it and see how that one works out. You see that it has told us that there are no posts in this category, but the thing should be emerald green. Why is it? Oh, okay. It should be text hyphen emerald green. Yes. So now we refresh. Says there's no post in this category. Is it 2XL that is small like that? Or it's supposed to be font? No, it's supposed to be text. Oh, I did not render that one. Let me see. Uh, but at least we can see that there's something here that's saying that there's no post in this category. And that is completely fine. Let's move on. So we can be searching for the rest. If there is a post, that one will not render, and all this one. So let's now also work on the recent post, which is also quite very easy to do. Inside the same views.py file, let's do it first for these post categories. But recent posts, we can just duplicate this line. It will be something similar, but we call it recent underscore post. But that'll be post.objects.all. But if you look at our post model here, you see that in the ordering, we say it should be ordering it by the created field, so the latest one first. So when we get the post.objects.all like this, we can just use Python list indexing to get the first 5 posts, just like this, and that is all. So we can also pass in this recent post down. And do so the same for this place. Okay, let me come and copy the recent post and then paste it down here. And inside our index, after the search bar, you can collapse that form. After the categories, you can collapse that div. You see recent post is here. And when we go in there, we see block card. Let's collapse all of them. And then let's delete all of them with the exception of one. Okay, then our for loop will come in. So for post in recent posts, did we say recent posts? Yes. And then let's now end for expand it. Here will be post dot title. I think this one we have to make a lot of reference to this post. Where is it? Yes, we have to truncate words just like it. So we'll be transiting between them. Okay, that one's line 403, so that I can jump quickly the next time. The post.author, we will do it. This created field should be the same here. And then this is the post.author. But this one should be an anchor tag. So instead of just typing it afresh, let me come up here. And then just copy this A tag. Come down. And then replace this P tag with the A tag. What do we have to do again? The created, I think we are left with the body. The comments, we are not working on them for now, so we can skip that one. We need the image also, and then truncate words for 12. Let's go and come. And then the last one, which is this one, the URL, continue reading, so that will take us to the post page. Okay. Okay. So this should work. Let's just refresh it. And then you see that the first 5 posts are here. Let me click on it. And it takes me to the post page. Females, it takes me to the authors page. So this part 2 is done. I think we are done now with the home page. So let's work on the update profile also. I don't like the way we are transiting between accounts, the account staff, and then the post staff. So let's work on the edit profile, and then you know that you are done with the account things. For the edit profile, we will have to modify it more, but that one will be in accounts. So views, we can close this one for now. Let me collapse this, open accounts, views.py. But this one, you have to create a form that will be used for the updates. So create a new file inside that account, call it forms.py, and then from Django.forms, we want to import what you call the model form. This one. Then we create a class which is the form called user profile form, which should inherit from forms dot model form. Okay. We can just inherit from model form straight. I forgot that I imported the. And then in here we define the init, so define underscore init. Oh, what is all this? So let me type it myself. Underscore. I just need to pass in self. And then star args. And then the keyworded arguments also. So starter. Instead of typing all of those ones in there. Then I call the super, which should be forms or model form in this case. And then self. So self is also again dot init. So you have to initialize the dot init. Okay. But this one you have to pass in args and then quotes again. Okay. Now after this, what we do is we declare the fields. But we'll massively change the HTML file. But first, let me declare the fields for you. So self.fields, which is we want to now tell it how what fields we want to change and the ones that we don't want to change. So about like this will be changed. We can change it. We allow them to change it. We also allow them to change the avatar. We allow the user also to change the talked about. And then that should be all. Self.fields. but we don't even have to declare it here, sorry. We have to create another class, method, and then fields. I mean, just paste it there and then delete the cell from there. Here we also declare the model to be profile, which we have to import. So from dot models import profile, user profile, sorry. So the model is also user profile. And then we can give labels to the fields. So the labels that should, the fields that are coming should have. So labels, which should also be equal to a list. No, this is a dictionary. So key value pair. So for about, we want it to have topics you talk about. And then we can duplicate it for the rest. Here will be avatar. And then we can just say profile photo for that, for short. And then this place will be talks about. No. About, this one should be about you. Write something about you. Okay. So we are done with this model form for now. We will come back to it. But this class method should come up one level. Yes. Should be on the same indentation with the init. And then let's come back to our views.py, the account. We have to get the user. So user equal to so this place. There's a way we have to make sure that the user is logged in before they can access a page. So let's just ensure that. It's a decorator. Let me just go up and import it, then we use it. So from Django, it's a very handy listen. So I'll turn it off and then on, and for you to see how it works. So from Django contrib.auth.decorators, we want to import login required. That's the name of the decorator. So at login required, and then we can give the login URL, which is login URL is did you call it login? I think so. No, I don't think it's called login. Let's check. Okay, it's login. So login. This will make sure that the user is logged in before they can access the page that this view renders, which is just a very good thing. So user dot object dot get username to be equal to username, and then we'll take the ID also to be equal to the ID. So we have to pass in here username. We also have to pass in ID. And I think we can also say profile. We have to also get a profile. Do we actually need a profile? I don't think so. But if you want to, you have to check if request dot method equal to post. That is, if the user visits the page, fills the form again, or edits the form and then now clicks on update profile, then form equal to user, where is it? Here. user profile form from yes, import it for us. And then we can say instance, but we have to pass in request dot post, and then say that the instance is also equal to is not is instance. I think this is where we need a profile. So profile also equal to user profile dot object dot get. You want to get a profile where the person equal to the user that we have. So this one will make sure that the form we filled with a particular instance or details from the user. And after we get it like that, we can now check if form dot is underscore valid. If it is valid, then we go form dot save. And then we can return the user back to their profile. So return redirect. I think we called it, let me see the name of the URL, profile. We want to redirect to profile, but if you remember, if you see that profile has, we have to pass in two other things. Where are they? The username and then the ID. So you have to pass them here. Username equal to user dot username, and then ID also equal to user dot ID. But if the person is not filling a form, then we just have to why is it saying that this one is not? It's a stroke. Okay, a comma here, sorry. But if that is not the case, the user just visited the page, decides to also go back. That's also allowed. So else, we can just, yes, we can just pass this one in. And then at last, we want to return render. What I've done here is that if the user have not clicked on post, just show the information there. So whatever they decide to do, either go back or anything like that. So request, and then the name of the template should be update profile. .html. Okay, and we have to now pass in all of them. So form is form, profile is profile, profile. Okay, so now let's go to our update profile page. And as always, I don't really like this thing that I'm doing. This copying and pasting. Should have used template inheritance. So I don't think it's too late to use it, but it would have been best if it was done in the video. So the update profile, you have to also pass the URL at the person's profile page. I think it should be up here. Okay, let's visit. Okay, mine is here. So it's after the picture. Okay, I think it's here. Yeah. Have we declared a URL? No. Inside our urls.py file inside account, we have to declare a URL that will link to this view, update profile. A lot of things. Let me close. Okay, I'll close out from them very soon. So urls.py file of account. Here will be update underscore profile. We still need the username and an ID. And then we also have to change this one to update profile and this one too, so that we can make reference to it in here. URL, update profile, and then we can say profile dot person dot username, and then also on the profile dot person dot ID. So this one should work for us. Let's test it out and see. Edit profile, and then it takes me to this edit profile page. Okay, but you see that it's not doing the automatic filling in. The username like this will not even let the person change it because it's what we used to log in and all that. We don't want for them to be changing it and all that. First name, last name, they will not even get a chance to change this one. That's why I said that we're coming to make a massive change to this. Back to update profile.html. Let's collapse the navbar. After update your profile, let me collapse this. Which link is this? Back to profile. Okay. We'll keep that one. But which mother did delete this one? We don't need it. This personal information too should not show. And then we have to pass in our CSRF token because we are coming to declare a form. The form should even be happy here, but without the method. So please add the method. This should be post. And then because it will be receiving images, we can say the enc type is equal to multipath / form data. Don't forget to add that one, it's very important. Okay. Still inside form, at this place we can do that and say for field in forms. So for field in form, that's the form that we are passing from the home page. Let's end for. Okay. And then in here, you can give a label, label for, you can just say for field. And then we have to write the CSS classes also. So the class, let me look at this one from here. It should be block, also should be text-sm. It should also be font medium. It should also be have a leading of 6. it should have test gray. It should be test gray of 900. Gray 900. Okay, that will be it for the label, and then in here we can pass the label. So field field dot label. This one should even be field dot label also. Okay, then after the field dot label is done, what we can do is to add in the field. So then now the field itself. Let's come back fresh and see some massive changes. Now our page has been rendered again, but you see that the CSS styling is gone. But I think also the about, I was expecting it to fill it with my about, like in over here, but why is it not filling it? Let me check the forms. Oh, it didn't. About avatar talks about. This thing should fill. Why is it not filling it? Okay. I'll try and then check out the error and then let you know. But for now, let's go ahead and then apply the styling to the this object. You see that they are not actually so nice. So inside the update profile page, not all of them will be input. One of them is a text area. So we cannot apply the style here. We have to apply the style inside the form. So here we can, after the super, can just say self dot fields. Then we access the particular field we want to now edit. So for the about field, and then we can say dot widget attributes update. So dot widget dot attributes update. So attributes dot update. And then in here is also a tuple, sorry. And then we pass in a dictionary where we say the class. That's we want to add to the class name, the classes, and then we add the class. So this is the class, should be margin top of 1, and then inside the same place, padding of 2. We will also give it a border, and then we also give it a width of 4, so full width. We will also round it to rounded dash MD. We will also give it some focus. So when the person focuses, so the focus outline none. So when it is focused, you don't want any outline. And then when it is focused, the range should be emerald. So the focus again, ring emerald 400. And then when it is focused, we want the border to come. So focus once again, border emerald 300. Let's save it and then come back and refresh and see that the CSS has been applied to the about as we typed it there, but the rounded is not showing. Oh yeah, I forgot the D, rounded. Yes, so that one is showing for now. So you have to apply the CSS for the other ones also, which should be quite like the same. So I can, if I remove this about, will it work for all fields? I've not tried that. Let me just save it and see. It didn't work for all fields. So let me just duplicate it 3 times, and this place will be avatar. This place should be talks about. Okay, but I have a problem with this thing not showing. The thing should come in. But now, if I come back here, for instance, and then let me copy about. And let me say about has been edited. Let me just post it and see. To update profile. Oh, says I should fill this one. So don't I don't want to lose my things. So this field is also required. Shouldn't we add the CSRF token up there? Update profile. Oh, come on. We didn't add it. CSRF underscore token. This prettier is formatting my things for me, so sometimes I have to put comments, unnecessary comments in there. Okay. So no, not this one. Check this one. It didn't work, so probably the error will be from our views. Let's see. We are getting the user, we are getting the profile. We are checking if the so I think the form doesn't render valid. I don't think there's anything wrong with this also. Okay, viewers, I'm sorry. The disadvantages of copy and paste. This place where we are just rendering the form, that is when the page opens, that is we have not clicked it, but the page has opened. That is where I have to take the request.post from it. So when I go to now edit profile for carry mount, see that this is carry mount. I have edited my profile. And then click on update profile. You see that where is it? It didn't save it. Now that it is rendering to, it's not saving it. Okay, so if request.method is post, if form.is valid, save. Form.save. You should call it. That is why I didn't save. Yes. So edit profile. I have edited my profile. Okay. And I see here that it says I have edited my profile because initially it was not there. I have edited again. And then it shows that I have edited again. So we can do that to edit the user profile also. Sorry for all the delay at this side. So we know that at least this side is done until the post. I think this place we have not passed the post also. So inside the index.html, I think we have to even change the post for posting post. That one that goes there. So read post. We don't have to use this read post. Inside the model for base, we can call post.get absolute URL, and that should also do for us. So that one will be, can clear this, post.get, did I copy it? I think so. No. Post.get underscore absolute underscore URL. Let's refresh our home page and see. Come back to home page. If there was an error, it would have already told us, but let's see. We click on it and you see that we are able to read it. So yes, we can use that one in there. This place also we have to change it to that same thing. So href post.get absolute URL. Recent posts. Here we change it to this. And on the profile page to where there is posts, users posts. Right here that says post.html, just paste that one also there. And let's see. So, okay, from here, I think we should be able to also go to the user's profile. So, inside the index.html, where we are rendering the post, the author, this a tag, we can copy it, come to, I think that one will be post.html here. Inside the post.html, where there is the author, we are looking for the author also. So I can collapse the nav bar so that I can go faster. And then this p tag, let's replace it with this a tag so that you can go to the, okay. There's something that we're not supposed to do. This is not where we're supposed to paste it. It's supposed to be here. Yes. So that from here we can also go to the person's profile. And when you click on continue reading, we can get it. And yes, that's all. We want to know that the absolute URL is working, and it's working as we expected. So now that we are done with that side, at least for now, until we get to the edit and delete of the post, I think which is the next thing that we should do. I think that's the next thing that we should do. So let's go to Carrie's profile and use her for that. That one we come into, let me close all the ones we are not using. I'm not using accounts, or let me even try to close out of all, so that I don't get confused at any point in time. But I will need to copy stuff from here. I don't want us to get completely started from that side to write all this code again also. But inside base, you have to also create forms.py. And then let's paste it. But we have to do modification here. Here we are not editing user profile. So from models, we want to import post. Yes. And then we can call it post form. This one has fields. I think there should be title, let's edit this one to post. There should be title, and there should be body, that should be also be editable, and then there should be the image. And so here you can just change these ones to title, body, and then image. Yes, and that will be for this post. Oh, this is labels. Then I'm sure the other one did not even also show. Let's just edit it. Forms.py labels. Yeah. So close from accounts. Inside this views.py of the base app, after read post, we can now edit the post also. So post should be equal to post.objects.get. We want to get by one. We can get by the ID. The ID is also unique, so ID equal to ID, because UUID is actually very unique. We don't need another field to make it a solid one. So if request dot method is post, then the form should be equal to post form and the instance of this one is also equal to post, but we have to import this. Okay, and we call the we check if form dot is underscore valid, then form dot save. Okay, then we can redirect the user back to the profile, because they will be updating it from the profile. Or maybe you can redirect to the post. Well, that one is better. So return maybe the post page. So that one will be better. Return redirect. How did we call that one? Let me check the urls.py file. Read post. Yeah. And then that'll be post.id. We have let me say id equals post.id. There's also the flag, which should be equal to post.flag. There should be a comma here, yes. And then now we can, no, I still think we should redirect the person to the profile. Yeah. This redirects, I think from Django.shortcuts, yes. It should still be the profile. So let's see the name for the profile URL. It's just profile. So profile. And in that case, we have to change the post. This one should be post.author.username. But in that case, this one should be username, because we need the username and the ID to open the profile page. So, and then this one, this ID should be equal to post.author.id. Yes, because that is where they clicked on the icon to go and edit the post. So it makes sense to take them back to that page. Else, so if no, this else should be here. Else, form is equal to post form, but this time I will not forget to delete the request.post. And then at last, we will also want to return render, and then this one will be the template. What will be the name of the template? Okay. We will have to create it ourselves, so let's call it update post. Update underscore post dot html. The context dictionary also is there. Then we have to pass in the post. Okay. I think we also need the form itself. Yeah, you need a form. So that one too should be passed. Okay. Okay. Now let's create this update post.html. Or to make this faster, let me just copy it from the finished version and then explain it. Okay, this is the update post. And so you can see that it's just the post title, our CSRF token for filled in form like we did the other time at the other place. And then rendering all the fields also. And then back, now we've added this. This is the new thing that you probably want to know about. This one, in Django, if you want to go back to the previous page, this is what you use. You just type this one in and it will do it for you. So I think to be a best thing to even put inside the update profile where it says go back here or back to profile. No, just put it there to take it to the previous page. So let's save it. And then now inside the profile.html, because that's where we can edit the post from as users. So edit post is here, expand it. No, did I expand this one? We have not created a view for it yet, so a URL. So let's just go and then create a URL. And just duplicate this one. So update post. What's the name of the view? Update post. So and then update post. But I only need a post ID. Yes. And then inside profile now, up here, this should be a URL that goes to this, and we need the post.id. Okay, so let's just refresh this. Our server is running. Edit post. You see that now it takes me to this page with a pre-filled, so I can just say, let me add an emoji. So, hey, I have been edited. Update post. So you see here it says, hey, I have been edited. If I continue reading, see that one is the first thing that comes. So yes, that is it, how to edit the post. But if this update post.html, by the time you are watching this video, this current changes have already been pushed to GitHub. So you can just go to the GitHub, not the template, but the source code link. You can get the update post.html there, then you can just copy and paste it instead of typing it from scratch. Okay, so the next thing on this page is to delete. So let's just go into the view, just configure the URL for the delete. That one will delete the post by the ID. So delete, and then we have to now go and create this view. Let me just duplicate this. Okay. And this one will be delete post. That one will not be like this. We still get the post, and then we will still also check if the method is delete, then we can just say post.delete from here. No, we don't need this form, so post.delete. And then we have to also return to the page, the same page again. Yes. We have to also now, this else will not be necessary. Yes. And this form, of course, will not be necessary. But now, because we are using the same page, the same page for the both deleting the posts and deleting the comments, let's call this one item. And then let's pass in another one called type, because we will use it as our inside our template to determine what is it that we are deleting. So type, this one will be post, and that is all. But this one we are not rendering this update. Where is it? We're rendering delete.html. To be one file doing all the work. So as usual, another place I don't think I even need a JavaScript. So inside the profile, we can copy this URL, look for the delete, and then paste it there. But this one will be delete post. Let's see if it takes us to the delete page. Okay, you see, it deletes the page, and then it says, are you sure you want to delete comments, blah, blah, blah. But now, okay, let's go back. We need the HTTP referrer, that thing we copied. Inside delete.html, where it says go back, or the cancel, yeah, this place, you just paste this one there for the cancel operation. And then here, we render a condition. Where is it? So up to this point here. So if the item that we set in the view, this item, if item equal to, then should it be post, then this place should be delete post. And then this place, are you sure you want to delete your comment? This place should be not your comment, but inside double quotes, and then we can pass in post.title. You can just say it will, because it's now not just a comment, it will Okay, the will is there, so it will be permanently removed. This action cannot be undone. Okay, so where does the p tag end? No, this div. We can put our else statement here, else, and then let's go ahead and then end if. Else, then it will be what do you call it? A comment. So we can just copy this one. We have not done the comment yet, but so this place we can still leave it to not throw an error, but we make this place delete comments. Yes. Okay. So refresh. The CRUD doesn't have a lot of post. Code base does, so let's just try and delete some of code base. My post, so profile, and then the importance of staying hydrated. Let's say I want to delete that one. So you see that it says why is it saying empty? Cancel. Maybe this one should be in quotes. It isn't. Why is it? Why is it happening? I think in the views, no, is the type that we have to refer to. So if type fresh. Oh, why is it still not showing? Oh, it's item.title. Once again, we are not passing post, we are passing item. So that's the key. We refer to the key. So this time around it will work. Then you see that it's saying it. But it would be nice if we highlight this particular post that is being deleted. And so in here, yes, you can just delete everything. And then create a span, which I'll give you this class of font bold and text red. And I will just say in here, item dot title. Okay. Okay, so now that one shows it shows nice. And then for the delete, now if you hit delete, by the time we come back, it will still not be deleted. You see, it's still refreshing the page because you have not yet implemented that one. So let's come to the place where it says the submit. Where is it? Delete. This place. Not this one. The yes delete button. Yes. So this one is going to a URL. So for the if it's a comment, if it's a post, we want to call this one delete. So this one also should take be a condition. If type equal to post, let me just complete it before I do the changes. So else, but I can do this one here. A URL of delete post, and we need a post dot item dot id. But if it is not that, and if that is not it, we have not yet declare the delete comment. So you let me duplicate this line, delete the URL from here, and then okay, yeah, when it's time for that, we can just come and then do it. So no problem with that. Now it will delete the post. So importance of staying hydrated, go yes, delete. Why is it still refreshing? Let's come back and see. The post wasn't deleted. Do you have any error? No. Then let's check our view and see. It didn't actually delete it. If it's not working, we can actually try and submit this one. This one as a form. The method should be post. Okay. And then what this one will turn into will be an input. href will be there. Type should be submit. And then the value now will be yes, delete, because the inputs are self-closing. Like this. So value, yes, delete. Other than that, you also have to copy it for this same place. Just that in this case, the href will be empty. And this A should go. Okay. Put it on the next line with a comment. Yes. Let us try it. Let's reload. Okay, it is saying that we have not included a CSRF underscore token. Let's do that quickly. I don't know why I keep on forgetting that particular CSRF token every time. CSRF underscore token. Come back. A hot reload. Okay, the benefits of staying hydrated is gone. You can see that now my post is 1, 2, and 3. So we just have to make it into a form. I think there's a redundant. This one should be redundant. Yes. So we just have to make it into a form. Now we can also delete our post. So let me also go ahead and delete one of them so that we all get two. I think I'll delete the benefits of meditation and then keep intelligent systems and this one. So delete benefits of meditation, cancel, I come back, it is still there. Even if I refresh, it is still there. Delete, yes, delete, I come back, I only have 2 posts remaining. So, and I can equally edit this post also. They also emoji, edited. Update post is that the edited is there. When I click on it, it shows. So yeah, this one also works. And so now we've been able to work on all the things at the user profile here. They are now working. So now we can now focus on working on this post here. So I think they are all also working. What haven't we done here? The thing we have not done probably is the similar post by category and then the commenting also. So let's work on the similar post by category. Let me close out of this. We are done with it. Profile, we are done. Which urls.py file is the base? We need it. So the views too should be base view. So That one we have to add it to the home page, the profile. The profile. So the profile is what the similar post by category is. Let's go into accounts views.py file. No, that one is on the read post page, so it's actually inside base, sorry. So base views.py, where is it? And then we now get the post by category. Where is this? I think we tried it up here. No, this one was just post category, sorry. Inside the read post, this is where we declare our functionality. So we can say similar post should be equal to post dot object dot filter, and then we want to filter it by the category. So where the category equal to this post that is up here dot category, and so we can equally pass the similar post down for now. And then I think that the template is post.html. Yes. Let me use Control F to find the word similar. I think yes, this here. Similar post by category. Let's collapse all the anchor tags with the exception of one. Okay. Okay. So now our for loop can go here. For post in similar post, and then we can end for here. Here we just need post.title. So post I think it is good to truncate words, so truncate words, and let's make it maybe 10. And this one also will be, as you have guessed, we are using the absolute URL. So post dot get underscore absolute underscore URL. This one also will work. But you know also that we can declare the empty. So let's just declare the empty tag. So empty. We have an H1 here or a P tag saying there are no similar posts or no post by similar category, no post by same category. Okay, and for the class, we can copy this class for it. And delete the hover underline. We don't want it to be underlined on hover. Okay. Now let's see. Let's refresh. Just N4, but it got oh, it should be empty. Sorry, empty. Okay. Refresh. What? Okay, so these are the posts by similar categories. These have been listed here. When I click on it, it comes and all that. So let me get a post that probably has no category. Let me see. I think all of them have, because they are now only about 6. This one too will have this one. So no, but this post here that is being rendered here is the same. So we have to subtract post from it. Where is it? Then maybe let's just try and see similar post minus post and see something, because that one should not come, should not be part. Okay, we cannot subtract the query set and the other one. Maybe we can do that one in the post.html. So for posting similar post, if post is not equal to post, then do this. Okay. Let's see whether that one will work. So if post, no, when you do it that way, I don't think it will work. Okay, then let's make this one s post, because we are already bringing in the post, the big post from the top here. This one is similar post, so s post, and then we refer to this post rather in the that one. So s post, this should be s underscore post, s underscore post. If s post is not equal to post, the post that we are rendering, so the big post that we are now displaying on the page, then, because that one is just one post, so we can just refer to it here as post, because we are passing it in here as a post in the key. So this post, if it's not equal to the similar post, like that iteration, then we want to do this, but you have to end if somewhere. The end if, I don't think this empty tag will render, but no problem. If it doesn't render, no problem. At least we get the most important functionality working. So end if. When we refresh now, the one that has just one, where was it? I think it was this. Yeah, so now we see that though we are not getting the empty tag to render, but at least the most important thing that was supposed to be done has been done. So maybe we can delete it. So it's just, if it's just blank like this, then it represents that there are no posts in that category. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We're cool. Okay, so we've done a lot in this video. The only thing that we are left to do now is to create the comments, then render them, and then also be able to edit, delete comments, and then finally share posts. And I think the Galaxy block will be complete. So we'll reserve those ones for the next video. Thank you very much for staying up to this time. Be sure to smash the like button if you like the video. Don't forget to share it also, and if you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe and then turn on notification, because more interesting series like this or even better are coming your way and popping up in your notification area. Once again, thank you for your time. Until another time, it's goodbye.